The clang of steel echoed through Callahan Auto Works as seasoned mechanics circled the lifeless V12 engine in the center of the garage like vultures around a carcass. No one had been able to revive it, not even the senior techs, who prided themselves on tackling the toughest machines. Mr. Callahan, the shop's gruff and prideful owner, had declared it a lost cause, a relic of poor engineering and time. That's when Mia Rickson, just 19 and barely noticed among the grease-stained veterans, stepped forward. With a ragged ponytail tucked into a too-big cap and coveralls marked with her father's name. Rick, she'd grown up in the shadows of this garage, soaking in knowledge like oil into cloth. She wasn't officially a mechanic, not yet, just a kid who watched and listened more than she spoke. But something about the engine's layout had caught her eye. When Callahan saw her leaning over the open hood, he barked, "You here to decorate it, girl?" The room chuckled, but Mia didn't flinch. Instead, she calmly replied, "I think I can fix it." That sparked a roar of laughter until Callahan, always eager for spectacle, issued a public dare. "Fix this so-called impossible engine, and I'll make you a tech with a real paycheck. Fail, and you're banned from this shop forever." Rick's heart sank. He tried to object, but Mia, with quiet confidence, shook her head. "Deal," she said. As the others watched with crossed arms and amused smirks, she studied the engine. In total silence, her hands moved with surprising precision, not guessing, not hoping, just knowing. She didn't grab every tool, only the ones she needed. She adjusted the timing chain, rewired a bypass, restructured part of the intake. What had stumped grown men for weeks, she tackled in 3 hours. The shop fell into eerie silence when she finally turned the key. The engine coughed, stuttered, and then roared to life, stronger and smoother than it had in years. No one laughed now. Callahan stood speechless, his cigar hanging from his lips. But Mia didn't smile in triumph. She simply wiped her hands, turned to her father, and said, "There's something else I want to show you." She wasn't done yet. What came next would leave the entire garage speechless. As the last echoes of the engine's triumphant roar faded, all eyes remained fixed on Mia, who stood quietly wiping the grease from her fingers. But it wasn't pride or glory she was seeking. Her eyes were locked on the rusted metal cabinet in the corner of the shop, untouched for years. "Dad," she said, motioning toward it, "I need you to open that." Rick hesitated. That cabinet had been sealed since her grandfather's passing. A man known as a mechanical genius but also a paranoid recluse, Mia had always suspected it held more than forgotten tools. Rick walked slowly to the cabinet, his hands trembling, and with a creak of old hinges, opened it. Inside were blueprints, dozens of them, dies of engines that had never seen the light of day. Mia stepped forward and pulled one out. "This," she said, spreading it on the hood of the car she'd just fixed, "was Grandpa's last project. An adaptive fuel-free engine that could run on kinetic conversion and air pressure. I've been working on it since I was 15. The shop fell silent once more, not from disbelief this time, but awe. Mia flipped her phone open and showed photos, calculations, even 3D models she had created in secret over the years. "I didn't just fix that engine," she said, pointing to the still humming V12. "I improved it with principles from this design. It's using 20% less energy now." Callahan, who had once laughed at her, stepped forward slowly. "You're telling me you've been developing a new engine system in your free time?" Mia nodded. "Because no one believed a girl could do it, so I stopped waiting for permission." Rick looked at her, stunned not just by her brilliance, but by how much she'd grown into someone stronger than he had ever dared dream. Callahan cleared his throat and removed his cap. "You're not just a tech," he said. "You're a damn engineer. And if you're willing, I'd like to invest in that project." Tears welled in Rick's eyes, pride choking his voice. Mia, calm as ever, gave a quiet smile. "I didn't do this for a job. I did it because machines speak to me. But if you want in you, follow my blueprint." For once, the boss didn't argue. Genius had just rewritten the rules of the garage. Asterisk.